It was an historic weekend at the Circuit Gilles Villenueve in both the NASCAR Nationwide Series and Grand-Am Rolex Series events. Another page in the Nationwide Series record book was turned on Saturday after Ron Fellows won the first NASCAR points race run on grooved rain tires. The Windsor, Ontario native claimed his fourth career win and became the first Canadian-born driver to win in Canada in NASCAR's National Series competition after NASCAR called the Napa Auto Parts 200 with 26 laps remaining for heavy rain and visibility problems. The victory came at the track named after Fellows' racing hero.
This is obviously special for me personally. Winning on the Circuit Gilles Villenueve, Gilles was a hero of mine, and I watched him in, I think it was 1980 or 81 when in pouring rain. So for me to win here and in the wet, this is really special, and I can't thank these guys enough. Cam helped. We actually we made a little change with the rain tires, and that helped. I think when after our first pit stop, we were the fastest car on the track. So it was a terrific day, and I'm going to be pinching myself for another couple hours. This is really special.
Quebec native Patrick Carpentier finished second for the second consecutive time in this event.
It was good. I mean, we had a good car, and then just running around most of the race, and then once we did the last pit stop, made a change, and the car really came alive, and it was fast. And I knew number 5 didn't have enough fuel to go to the end, so I was hoping the rain was going to hold up, and I wanted to finish first so bad. But I'm pretty happy. I mean, for the guys, Subway and SMS and Komatsu and Dodge, it's been a great weekend. We had a great car all weekend. We wanted one position higher from last year, but we'll come back. We'll try it again.
Marcus Ambrose dominated the race, leading 27 laps, but a pit road speeding penalty on lap 41 put him back to third in the final rundown.
He had a great day going, and I just sped down pit lane. I took off too early. I couldn't see the end of pit lane. I just couldn't see it. I mean, the line on the racetrack, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see the cone. I waited till I got past Pruitt and counted to 3 and then took off, and I must have just jumped the line by 20 or 30 feet. So just bitterly disappointed that I let everybody down with that. I feel robbed about it, to be honest with you. I feel like we just dominated today, controlled the race from the front, and just a real shame for STP and JTG Doherty Racing. We've got great things on the horizon, but I just feel a little jinxed. I feel like I need to win a race, and I've come here twice, dominated, and come up short both times.
Ron Hornaday and Boris Said rounded out the top 5. Joey Logano and Jacques Villeneuve, who were running 4th and 6th respectively, both crashed under the final caution flag, severely damaging their cars. Villeneuve was able to get around to complete the 48th circuit and finish 16th. Pole sitter Scott Pruitt led the opening 8 laps before the rain fell. After that, NASCAR called the field to pit road, where the teams put on the rain tires and windshield wipers for the remainder of the race. The Montreal weekend began on Friday with the Grand-Am Rolex race, when Mark Wilkins went from 3rd to 1st in the closing feat of the final lap to win the Montreal 200. The victory was the first for the number 61 AIM Autosport Ford Riley, and it came in the closest finish in the history of the series. 3 times a bridesmaid in the last 4 races, Darren Law appeared ready to give Brumos Racing its first victory in 5 years before Porsche Riley, started by David Donahue, ran out of fuel on the final circuit. That opened the door for Toronto resident Wilkins to put AIM Autosport on the podium for the first time in Rolex Series competition after winning by .064 seconds. Antonio Garcia was running 2nd, heading to the checkered flag, but checked up when Law's Porsche sputtered. Be sure to check Racing1.com for photos and results for both the Nationwide Series and the Rolex Series races from Montreal.